Hello everyone, welcome back to our robotics class. Here we are building a voice controlled car. Okay, so basically when we are building a voice controlled car, we required some components, some basic components we required for assembling the things in a proper manner. These are the parts which we are going to use in the voice controlled car. This is our battery cells for the power supply 18650. This is the wheel. This is the motor here, and this is the breadboard for multiple device connection. This is the motor driver, and this one is the Arduino microcontroller, and this is a small switch which we are using. This is our smart tool like screwdriver, and this is our chassis where everything is going to be assembled. This is Bluetooth module, and let's start the assembly. Okay. Now we have to talk about the pin connections, like how exactly the pins are connected here. Now we'll talk about the pin connections and the wiring of this car. Okay. So wiring is the most crucial thing. So we'll start with the motor simply. Okay. Like here you can see two wires. One is for the positive terminal and one is for the negative terminals. Basically two terminals of the motor. We are connecting it with the motor driver output section. These are two pins we are connecting this motor terminals. Similarly for the other motor also we are connecting two pins. One is positive, one is negative here directly by motor. Now to supplying power to this motor driver, we will choose to this particular pins which are external source, like we are not connecting the power source from this Arduino board because it requires much more power, and if we connect it from the Arduino, it will not get enough power because Arduino pins usually supply between 3.7 volt to 5 volt, and but for working of this module we need at least 7 volts to 12 volts of supply. Okay, so for that we are adding some external source. So this is the 12 volt pin, and from here we are connecting it to this breadboard like this. This is the power supply source which is coming from the cells. Okay, this red wire. Okay, we are connecting like this, and this is the ground pin which is common between Arduino and motor driver, and we are connecting this brown color this to this ground pin. Okay, this brown color is ground pin, we are connecting it for the common ground. Now let's talk about the wiring through this Arduino board. In Arduino board we have lots of wires here. We will keep it simple. See, we need 4 kinds of inputs inside the motor. Like when we have to move this particular motor in the forward direction, 2 input for that and 2 input for this one. Okay, for moving it in forward and for moving it in backward, we have to change the terminals, na? So it would be manually not changed. Okay, it will be changed automatically with the help of this pin modulation. So here we are connecting. You can, if you closely see this motor driver, here we have enabled input 1, input 2, input 3, input 4. We connect this all input pins according to our code, like whatever pin connections we have mentioned. Like here we have assigned the pin numbers of the Arduino 8, 9, 10, 11 to this input. Okay, so we will connect accordingly. I will show in the screen like which pin number is connected to where. So we have connected that input pins through the Arduino like that, and 2 other pins like this white one and this blue color one. Like these pins are for enabling the motor. Okay, like when we have to change the speed, we use this enable pins. Okay, like we are enabling motor number 1, enabling motor number A, or enabling motor number B. So for that we use this enable pins, and same way we have connected it in the pin number 6 and 5. Okay, 5 and 6. Now we'll talk about this power supply source, like how we are giving the power to this Arduino. Basically we have connected this power supply pin with this battery with the same pin with the same power source. This ground pin, like this negative terminal, we have connected in the negative side, okay, of the battery. And this is the Bluetooth wiring. Okay, how this Bluetooth wiring works, basically if you can see here closely, we have 4 pins. Okay, one for same way like all other devices, it needs 2 power source. One is ground and one is VCC, where we are giving the high power, and 2 for the signal transmission, that RXT and TXT. Okay, one for receiving and one for the giving the output. Okay, you can see here closely this ground pin and the VCC pin is connected to this 5 volt supply and the ground connection. Okay, this is how we have connected this one directly with the Arduino, and these are the data transfer cables. These 2 cables are data transfer. One is for the data transmission and one is for the receiving data. So these pins are connected to the pin number 0 and 1. Okay, like this. This is how the pin connections are done. Apart from that, we have attached a switch also. We can start our car with the help of this switch. Okay, switch is basically like we have connected this switch with the negative terminal of the battery output, and in that circuit we have inserted this switch in the negative side of this battery. Okay, so this is how the pin connections are done. You can have a very closer view of this all so that you can get an idea. So for the first thing, we wanted chassis. So here we are using a plastic chassis on which we are attaching all other components. So for the movement, on the front side we are using a wheel. That wheel is called caster wheel. In this particular wheel we don't have any motors here. Okay, but in the rear side we are using 2 wheels which are attached with motors. These are normal battery operated motors with gears so that it can provide copper torque to this vehicle. Okay. Now, on the top of this, we are mounting some other components which are very much necessary for controlling this car. So first thing is our microcontroller. Okay. This microcontroller helps to control this vehicle. And apart from that, like, it is a voice control car. So we are controlling it from this, from voice commands. So we need some connectivity with our voice to this particular vehicle. So for that, we are using a Bluetooth module for transferring the data like voice commands. Okay. And apart from that, we are using a motor driver so that we can drive this motor. Basically, this Arduino provides signals to this motor, but these signals are basically amplified with the help of this motor driver. Talking about the power supply, we are using this lithium-ion battery cells. Okay, these are lithium-ion battery cells. It is known as 18650. Okay, cells. We are using these 4 cells, and these are connected in series so that we are getting around 14 volts of power supply. And we are connecting all these things with a switch. When I will turn on the switch, all the device will get power like this. The LEDs started blinking. Let's talk about the working. Okay, how it works. Basically, for when we say move forward or forward, so both this motor will start rotating in the clockwise direction and it will push the car in the front side. Okay, and when we say backward, both the motors of this car will rotate in anti-clockwise direction and it will turn the car in the back side. Okay, it will start the motion in the back side. And when we say something like left or right, okay, then one motor will be stopped and the other motor will start rotating so that it can provide a torque so that our car will move towards that side. This is the working principle of this car. Now we will talk about the applications of this vehicle where we can exactly use these things. So first thing we can use in the industries for the transporting equipment from one place to another place. We can use voice command wherever we are using it. Like suppose you want to transport something from one place to another place, and with the help of your voice command, you can transport the things from one place to another place inside the industry. And second thing, in the home also, like suppose you want to do mopping inside your home. Okay, you can attach a simple mop below this, and with the help of voice command, you can mop out your room, your space. Okay, and suppose you can also use this thing, a home, like suppose there is some disabled person and he wants to travel. Suppose he don't have limbs, he don't have legs, normal walking. He can sit on a chair and the chair will be mounted over this car. Something like that, we can make an arrangement. And with the help of that, he can move around with the help of that voice command. Like when he will say move forward, the vehicle will move forward. And this is how we can practically implement these things in various places. Wherever we have to transport something bulky, or wherever we have to do some kinds of activities with the help of machine, like mobile activities, we can use this vehicle there and we can have a great use of this particular product. Okay, let's see the demo of this working model of voice control car. So first thing what we have to do, we have to turn it on. Like we will turn it on with the help of switch, and when we turn on, the LEDs will start blinking in all the modules. Now we have to connect it with our Bluetooth. Let's see, I'm connecting here, and after the connections we have to just give our voice command, like I'm saying forward, backward, left, right,